All right. How we doing? How's everyone doing? Twitch is messed up. How are my soldiers today? Ah, feels good. Feels good to be 10x. That's what I say to myself every morning. Every single morning. Just kidding. Imagine if I did, though. Would you still watch? Like, genuinely? If you did, then that's on you. That's on you. That's a bitch move. That's don't admire someone with that much of an ego. Come on. Not that you admire. Today, what am I even doing today? Today's more freeform. Today, I really just need an outlet. I need an outlet. I need to build. I'm gonna be working on some projects I have. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing though. You're gonna have to figure out as I'm coding. Quit my job. I think about it daily. Yeah, quit your job. Yeah. Quit your job. Yo, what's up, Brian? Who out here needs to quit your job? Really, raise your hand. I know the Zoomer. Every Zoomer is gonna raise their hand. I'm looking into what did I make the title for this. I don't even know what I made the title. Fuck all fears. Python is goat. Abundance. I think that checks everything off. I think that checks everything. Abundance. Are you not thinking in abundance? I think that's like the main problem with kids is they just don't think in abundance. They're like too scared. Python is goat. Yo, what's up, Will? What's up, Will? Yeah, kids are too they're too they don't have abundance. And they're little bitches. Check. Yeah. No, that might be the main problem, honestly. That might be the main problem. I'm looking into WizardLM, looking into a lot of stuff. Let's see. No one got nuts anymore. Yeah, no. A lot of people are just need to get punched in the mouth, actually. All right. No, seriously. Cuz I remember growing up, that was like an important thing, getting into like fighting. And that's how people deal with like rivalries and things like that. And I think you develop yourself. I had a big presentation with one of those people today. I feel you. I feel you. Wizard LM. Let's actually review this. I was going to review this. Let me review this right now. We introduced an open source Wizard LM. By the way, this is like Microsoft. They're opening our next generation state of the art large language models, which have improved performance on complex chat, multilingual reasoning, an agent, new family, including 3 cutting edge models. It's so funny. So they have the 8 by 22 billion model. This is interesting. This is interesting. Let's see. Wizard LM is the latest milestone in our effort in scaling up LM post training. 1 year ago, hold on a sec. Where was I at? 1 year ago, we have been iterating on training of Wizard series since our first work on empowering large language models to follow complex instructions. Then we accelerate the evolution to code and math reasoning scenarios. Interesting. Evol instruct. Oh, so they actually used Evol instruct in this? That would be interesting. Let's see. The method overview. Progressive learning. This is what I'm interested in. How do they actually train this? Unlike the common practice of using all data for one-time training, we found that using different data partitions and progressively training stage by stage can achieve better results with less data. In each stage, we firstly feed the data since slice to following eval lab to get more diverse and complex instruction response pairs. Immediately, we leverage a new framework named AI Align AI AAA, which can group multi-state-of-the-art LLMs to teach and improve each other. Finally, we successfully apply the supervised learning stage DPO. Oh, they use DPO? Wow. I don't know if you guys know DPO. Let's get into DPO. This is something I've had to experiment a little bit with. One of my friends is doing some pretty interesting DPO research, actually. Let's see. After consulting with the authors of the IPO paper, we discussed that the implementation of IPO in TRL was incorrect, and in particular, the loss over the log likelihood. Okay, I'm just like reading their findings. I want to talk about what DPO actually is. Okay. I mean, long story short, let me just cover it a little bit. So, RLHF is sort of it's kind of the main separator of having the reward model that's used to actually get these LLMs to be quote unquote state of the art. So they have real human beings labeling data to align these in mass to align these models to be actually real and legitimate. Um, when I say real, I mean close to real. Like it still hallucinates, but what I mean is it gets it to be more human. And DPO is sort of a way of doing that in the model. Um, let's see. I want to just get like a sentence that describes what they do. Let's see. Okay. However, RLHF is a complex and often unstable procedure, first fitting a reward model that reflects the human preferences, and then fine tuning the large unsupervised LM using reinforcement learning to maximize this estimated reward without drifting too far from the original model. In this paper, we leverage a mapping between reward functions and optimal policies to show that this constrained reward maximization problem can be optimized effect exactly with a single stage of policy training, essentially solving all classification problem on the human preference data. So you have data with the human preference in your data set. And what this is doing is pretty much, I'm not going to say simulating, but within the actual model, it's finding a way to align the model through the human preference without actually having the people, which is nice. Let's see. Let's go back to sorry, I'm going and talking about things that are a little different, but apparently they actually use some of that. So they have supervised learning, of course. So they have a new framework called AI Align AI, which can group multiple LMs to a teach and approve. So interesting. So they have multiple LMs working together, and it looks like they actually have a framework for that, which is cool. Interesting. Let's see. Oh wait, I can't. Can I even look this up? Let's see. This is like the completely wrong. Like I just clicked on the wrong thing. I want. I guess they probably just talk about it in the paper, and I can't look it up. Let's see. Okay, they just talk about it right here. So they do co-teaching. So they have multiple WizardLMs, various licensed open source proprietary state-of-the-art models, and they co-teach and improve on each other. So they really just like have multiple models kind of working peer to peer, and then they generate an evolved data set with the these models working together. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, it's so hard to name anything with any SEO capabilities these days. Yeah, like name it differently, okay? AI align AI, like come on. AAA. How many things like of course like how many things are gonna be called AAA? Like what? All right, so fully AI powered synthetic training evolve. So here we have some graphs on how it works. I'm very interested in WizardLM, mostly because I let's see, WizardLM. I'm mostly no, I want to go to the it's a Microsoft project that I really like. Let's see. Just want to find. Oh wow! So apparently it actually outperforms GPT-4. I didn't even know that. I also didn't even know it was on Python. That's interesting. Anyway, that's not the title of this video. Python's goat, dude. Why did I title this video Python's goat? Anyone here actually use Python? Or are you cool? Python's too cool for you. Python's too cool for you. Python's the best, dude. People shit. I'd only say Python's goat because really think how much like name a better open source community for a popular programming language than Python. It has all the projects you need. It has all the projects you need. The libraries. Like really think about it. I always go back to this. I always go back to this. Let's just get back to the basics, shall we? Let's get back to the basics. The high level general purpose programming language. Okay. It's dynamic. Okay, the dynamically typed is the worst part about it. Because, in my opinion, dynamically typed actually is not useful. To be honest, everything can kind of just be statically typed. I think it's a mistake, but it's fine. Whatever. It was the 90s. It was the 80s. It was the 80s and 90s, okay? Early 90s. Whatever. But it's garbage collected. There's you guys trying to get into C right now. It's garbage collected, okay? It's object oriented. Okay, let's skip that. It's not, It is, yeah. It's okay, it's object oriented kind of. Okay, they don't actually have a list of everything. I want to get like the design philosophy and features. Okay, so it's a multi-paradigm. So it's structured programming mixed with object-oriented programming, right? I want to get into the actual okay, this is it. This is what I wanted to get to. Beauty is better than ugly. Explicit is better than implicit. Simple is better than complex. Complex is better than complicated. Readability counts. You can't get better than that because it's all about the values. That's what I'm learning with a lot of things now is that it's all about scaling the values, dude. It is good. Like dude, PyTorch or like everything you're using right now is Python or JavaScript. And JavaScript's just a mistake. But JavaScript's just a mistake. Python is what do we say about. Yeah, I will say I do actually really like Go. I've been coding in Go some different things, but I'm making a project that needs to like work and it needs to do some bleeding edge stuff that like I need reliable frameworks and libraries. And I'm like Python, dude. Let's build off C. The dependency management does suck. I'll be honest. That's true. But that's not the language, okay? The management does suck. I'll be honest. And I hate Conda too. Never has been a fan of Conda. But dude, look at this. Beautiful is better than ugly. What they mean by that is that the code you should have good looking code. Explicit is better than implicit. Abstraction is hell. Don't assume anything. What do they say about assuming anything? What do they say? The junior developer, the difference between a senior and junior developer is the junior developer assumes. Simple is better than complex. Why does this matter? Why does simple need to be better than complex? Well, because complex things are hard to understand. And computers are already complex. Okay, complex is better than complicated. Well, complicated means that you can't understand it. So complex means, okay, Complex means it takes longer to understand. Complicated means that you'll never understand it. Readability counts. Um, that's pretty obvious, right? I think. I don't think we need to get too far into that, do we? Let's see. Just it's JIT PyPy. You should use PyPy actually. It's it's in general you should never really be using C Python, from my experience. C Python is a curse. I mean, I'm sure like the guy who made like Guido, right? Is that how you say his name? Like, I'm sure he would disagree with what I'm saying, but it's kind of true. It's kind of true, man. Fuck all fears, right? Abundance. That's really what I've been thinking about a lot recently. What is this? What is this? Yeah. Is Gus here? Gus better be looking for a job. All right, let's get into coding here. What am I doing? We are the future. Let's see. Oh yeah, that thing does work. Let me run this. This is a super secret project. All Python. Of course, it's all Python. Of course. Now I do have to figure something out though. What am I building? I mean, I can talk about it a little bit. It's my Kamehameha wave. It's my Kamehameha wave. That's what I'm building. Now I'm doing so. A lot of what I'm doing is I'm I'm making it so every video I did, it would look dumb. Me coding all these like bots and all these things that I'm doing, it would look it in the future. It'll look very dumb. It'd be like, why would you don't have to code bots? The You don't have to code bots. Is this done? I think we're done. No, it's still going. Also, I fixed up that HTML classification. Let me actually walk through that. Thanks, Will. Will's always there to check me. Will's always there to check me. All right. I made let's talk about let's talk actually let's get into a local thing cuz I do want to really present this properly. I'm not just like hiding it to be a dick. I want to present cuz I think it's so cool. But let's actually get into let's see here. I want to get into because I have a really neat way of classifying HTML that's hilariously hacky but so good. And I talked through it a little bit before. I guess I should talk about it again. But I made it so fast. It's I made it like it's so simple. The best things are the simple things. The worst things are the complex things, the complicated things. Let's see, what is this? Oh yeah, because it did finish classifying. Oh no. I got too many requests through OpenAI. I gotta not use OpenAI to test this part. So many things to do. What are you afraid? Hey, chat. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? How do we kill that beast? How do we kill that beast? Who's a pussy? Don't be shy. Okay, better question. How are you improving yourself? How's everyone in the chat? Will, how are you improving yourself? How are you improving yourself? Let's see. Okay, so I mean, really, so I have to do a bottom up traversal, the DOM. So I already talked about this, but I have an algorithm to score different components, and it's been improved. Okay, scored what is content on the page that would be that someone would want to actually scrape, right? And I get all these because a lot of the HTML isn't content, right? Some of it's script tags, some of it isn't even readable or legible things. Some of it is a collection of important content, which is like a card or a box. So I score these things, I get things that are likely content, and then the things that are likely content, I label them in the tree, and then, well, yeah, label them whatever. And then I get all the leaf nodes that are components, not all the leaf nodes of the tree, the labeled leaf nodes. And then I go in parallel, I go up. I'm like doing async parallel. I go up the tree, and then I find all the matching components that need to be classified. And I show you, I'll go through again how the classification. By the way, this works really well, and I'm like super stoked about it because this is the thing that's gonna make what I'm doing really work. But I have the way it works is I leverage web components. Uh, so I classify this like a small piece of HTML, like the from the leaves and up, and then I replace the classification with like a web component. So like, let's say I have a div. I already talked about this like a while back, but like, they have this div is like a search form, right? And let's say inside the div, I have what the search form is. I'll just keep it empty for now. It doesn't matter. I have the search input in here, and let's say I have a search button in here. So let's say I labeled both of these. So these are the two leaf nodes. This will be, once it gets classified, will get replaced with search input, and this will get replaced with the web component, right? Because I don't know if you guys know web components, but it's important. And this will get replaced with search button. And look at what's interesting here. This div now has context in the prompt for what it is based on what we replace through other prompts. So I'm kind of just closing the feature space of the whatever the tokens get generated. I just keep closing the knowledge, and just like, it's almost like if you looked at the weights as like densities of like I'm like combining different things that I've learned recently from people. But if you looked at feature space as density, the reason why this works really well is that I use the LM for inference, and then I just keep making it more and more dense. Like, this search input is also everything the LLM figured out to find out the search input. And then I combine the search button with it, and now this is now a search form because it's obviously everything with a search input in it. A search button would be a search form. And then I replace that, and then whatever this is inside of has a search form in it. So the context window doesn't need to increase ever, you know. So like, it always has to get. It can always be very small. But anyway, I'm doing that now. I used to do it one by one. Now I'm doing it in parallel, and as I just keep collapsing, I hold the state in the tree, and if I detect that the state is these two what's it called, the two traversals, like, if I guess walks, if the walks hit each other, I just collapse them. I just get rid of the one that is late. So it's a constant race for all these leaves to walk up the tree, and then if they hit each other, they just go away. And it's so much, like, guys, it's literally 10 times faster to classify it. Let's see. Brian's here. What? So, okay, so you're using an LLM to summarize each element. Do you give it context when some? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, so you go up the tree after figuring out. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I figure out the child items first. Let's see. Starting with the top-down 2D game, never written netcode before. It keeps. How do you make the classifications consistent? They don't need to be. For now, they don't need to be. They don't need to be consistent for now. I actually don't want to do that yet. That's a good point, though. So, what I could do afterwards, what I could do is I could say, find like these that are similar. Like I could just tell the LLM to just like make these the same, like find the lowest common denominator and make it the same. The problem with that is that there's nuance, right? We're bringing order to the chaos of the web, right? So things get, you know, I like that they're not the same right now, and it's because it's useful for my purpose. If the thing I'm doing required them to be consistent, then I would change that. So that's an as needed thing, you know. Um, oh, Will, you're making a multiplayer game, dude. Will, you're doing something? Yeah, I was thinking. So the first thing, you guys want to look at the first thing I tried doing? This is early LLM stuff. Oh man, I should get into that. Let's see. How much context did you give with summarizing the element? I tried that once and got decent, but it burned up a lot of tokens. What do you mean? No, I use the full element, but I keep making the element smaller. I use the full element. Oh, what do you mean context? I only use the element. I don't use context. I don't use context right now. Um, so here's some drawbacks with how this works. Also, some of the drawbacks with how this works is if the web page is very obfuscated, it'll be difficult. But the cool thing about this is that if I lower the scoring of the components, so I just use more components, then a component could just be a span with text. And then at that point, it'll look at what's in the text and then use that as context, and that'll help. So even if like if I go on Twitter or a site that has like poor, like bad obfuscated HTML or something, then the actual text of the tweet will help, right? And a lot of the actually Facebook's more obfuscated. So like the actual like image in that will help. Yeah, no. So you actually don't want to do that. You don't want to use the surrounding elements for details. You're making a multiplayer to-do list. You're not doing that, bro. You making multiplayer to-do lists? I might have to kill you. You can query based on oh right. So I tried doing this before with a vector DB. You guys want to see that? Oh my god. Oh my god. How do I go to that? How do I go to that? Oh my god. Let's try to figure this out. Uh, where is it? Where is it? Oh no, it's back. I think it's back here. It's super cool. Guys, a lot of these ideas, like when I see things like Devon AI and all this, I'm like, dude, it's gonna fail. Because I've like a lot of these ideas, not just me, but a lot of people have been figuring these things out, and it's so not there yet. It's so not there yet. I'm making it there with other stuff I'm doing right now. Because in this project, that's one part. There's another part I really want to show you guys, but I want to get it working first. That's so cool. That's so cool. And I think it's really like something that'll make making agents a lot better and actually make it so it's useful. And we're kind of and we're using first principles here. All right, so let's see. Okay, so long story short, so I have a let's get a feature clustering. I think that's it. Is this it? Yeah. Let me just go to the clustering. Let me just open this up. Go back. Let's go to the Sublime. All right. Let's see. So I did a few things. I still do the component scoring here, but I do a few things. I take screenshots of every single component. I hate this approach so much. This was such a pain in the ass. This is before I was streaming. This is like over a year ago. This was such a pain in the ass. It's hilarious. I was doing it such a hacky, dumb way, guys. This is the same thing I'm trying to do now, but I make screenshots of every element, and then I cluster them, and then I actually create a in the cluster. I have actually this is old. Okay, this is just use getting features from VGG 16. So that's how I get the features here. And then I do PCA and yada, yada, yada. That's how this works. This is very simple. But I actually had a multimodal thing going where I I got the dang. Oh yeah, I got the what's it called? Oh yeah. I get an embedding of the HTML. Um but the embedding's funny because and I combine the embedding with the HTML with the image embedding. But let me actually show you how this works. It's so funny. It's so funny how ineffective this was and how much processing actually happens here. Um, where is it? I will say this part's cool and this one's free. I'll show you a little bit how I modeled the HTML here. Where is it? Where is it? Is this it? I don't think have I showed this part? I haven't showed this part. This is very cool, actually. It's not useful, but this is very cool. Well, it's not useful for what I'm doing right now, but I model the HTML. I actually lower the token. And I'm using Word2Vec here, so it's like from nothing. I'm training a vector embeddings. Look up Word. We'll actually. I'm gonna review Word2Vec in a little bit. But look at what I'm doing here. So I embed all the CSS styles for each HTML element, and then if the number is less than 10, I make it X small. If it's less than 50, I make it small. So the CSS will be like color medium small, right? Shit like that. And then I for all the colors of RGBA, I convert all RGBA to just red if it's close to red, gray if it's close to gray, blue if it's close to blue, yada, yada, yada. So I'm just really decreasing the feature space, increasing that energy, the density, so that I can have a stronger signal. You know what I mean? And that's actually helped a lot. This helps a lot what I did here. And this is very good if you just want to get a textual representation. If you just want that modality of HTML, is you get all the computed style embeddings, you put it in the HTML, and then you normalize it doing what I'm doing here. So I just normalize all the CSS values. This works really well, but I didn't use it for anything. Uh, Um, no, this isn't open source. I'll open source it in a sec. I gotta get this finished first. Um, are you doing it from scratch? Wait, Will. Oh yeah, by the way, so the vector DB, after I cluster them. I use the clustered these clustered embeddings, I use each of these as like mini vector DBs to classify. So this is how I build. So I scraped like 10,000 sites or something, built this mega vector DB with these classifications. This is free. You can use this, and it's actually not that bad. It's, I mean, this isn't, I'm telling you how it works right now, so you can build it on your own. I'm not gonna fucking open source this. This is gold. I'm just kidding. No, I'll open source this. Um, let's see. Yeah, what kind of FPS are you making, dude? That sounds awesome. Let's see. Um, what else? What else are we doing here? Let's go. Abundance. God, the kids do need. If there's anything a kid needs to have when they grow up is an abundance mentality for sure. Before 18, it could be in anything, dude. It could be skateboarding. It's like every time you pick up the skateboard, you can do something new, and it's endless. For me, it was my MacBook. I was like, I could build anything. Dude. That's so important, man. I was thinking about that earlier today. That's so important. It's like it makes it so you can kind of always be optimistic, even when you're facing your fears. You know, you can always be like, "Don't be gay, fight." Let's see, making my own just win 32. You're making your own win 32? Really? That's pretty cool. How is that gonna actually work though? That's like insane. Why would you do that? Let's see, end goal. That's why I went into this field. The only thing you need. Oh, you're using Win 32. Okay, I read that wrong. My bad. Yeah, man, there's something so beautiful about it. You get to just, you can kind of create anything, you know? Anything you're imagining, like something where your imagination can become, yeah. But it sucks though. Well, it doesn't suck, but if you get old, older and you start realizing once you start getting good at things and you start like getting status, the world becomes more competitive, and it's almost like there's a. It's like if the more you have that abundance mentality, the more you have to deal with snakes, for sure, for sure. Yeah, Will over here. It's true, dude. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. I feel like no one tells you that. It's like the more you just like go all the way, the more you'll have to like the more you have to fight for sure, for sure. The more there's people want what you have. This Win 43. Tell us your snake stories. Um, I no, no, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Let's see. I maybe one day. No, you know what? I'll get when it happens. When it happens. The dark timeline. True. 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 I mean, a lot of life is dealing with snakes, the whisper, your thoughts. On schemology, we were talking about that. It's like dealing with your thoughts, you know, dealing with those intrusive thoughts. Because the irony is, it's actually what the snake does is it, like, what, there are people that will try to get you to self destruct, for sure. For sure. I remember, like, the first time dealing with that, I was like a teenager. Because yeah, yeah. But now it's like it just happens a lot. But also you can do that to other people too. You still have to catch yourself. It's something that, but so the cool thing about it is if you think in abundance, then you think, oh, we can all win. But not everyone thinks that way. And sometimes it's hard, dude. I struggle with that. I'm not going to say I'm any better than anybody. Not any better than anybody, dude. Not any better than. I mean, I'm better than everyone who codes. But you guys want to check Hacker News? That's my knee jerk reaction for everything. I just check Hacker News. Dude, I've been on Hacker News. Look how long I've been on, and I don't post. That's why I don't have that much. Dude, it's been 12 years. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? It's funny because this is like my social media really, but I don't post. I post more on YouTube than anywhere. I guess Twitter kind of. Twitter. Let's see. YouTube Shorts. I like looking at what people are working on. Like this guy's working on rendering audio waveforms to HTML canvas using WebGPU. Like that's awesome. Because I remember when I first let's look at what this guy's working on. What's his name? A Lamau. Let's support this guy's stuff because WebGPU is such a interesting thing, man. I remember when people first started pushing out projects. When people first started saying, "Oh, we can actually use the GPU in the browser." I mean, like a while ago. I was like, "Hey, let me wait 10 years until that's a thing." Because I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to struggle for that. So it seems like people are already doing things, which is nice. Oh, that's really cool. Does he have an example? Let's see. Whoa, nice, nice, nice. That's really cool. And this is, guys, this is all, there's no Java applets. See, the stronger we make the web, the better. Let's upvote this guy. Mr. Kev, good job. Good for you. I should have something where I review Show HN. That should be a segment where I review Show HN. That would be an awesome segment, dude. I love reviewing it, Show HN. I love Show HN. I love when people are working on stuff. Let's see. GPS receiver. I mean, that's cool, but that's the whole thing, though. It's a whole thing. This seems like it would be like it's an article. Let's just go to like GitHub's. Easy to use AI powered GitHub actions. So this is interesting. Let me see. Okay, why does he need this? It speaks your language. Instead of writing config files, it just use your own words. Okay. So here you're creating the actions with NL with like actual words. So it's natural language to an action. That's cool. My first thought is why? Why not make it config? I'm not trying to shit on it, but like my first thought is like AI is probabilistic and you want actions to always work. So that's my first thought here. Yeah, I know GitHub actions are not that hard. They're not that hard. But, we'll upvote him cuz he's trying. He's building. All right, a simple tool for text processing. Let's see. Control F. Oh, this is cool. I didn't actually click on this before. Control F video. I'm going to start this. So it's an audio to text word search. I don't know how this works and if it's actually fast. I mean, okay, he uses faster whisper. Okay. But how fast? How fast? So it can do 15-minute video in 16 seconds. That's pretty fucking good, actually. I mean, 5-minute video. 5-minute video in 16 seconds is actually pretty good. If you're watching a podcast, you're going to be waiting like a couple minutes, but Maybe it'll just keep improving. Maybe it'll just keep improving. Let's see. Dude, abundance mentality. Because, yeah, everyone can win, man. It's important, especially if you're building. Like, I know a lot of you guys build and you're making a lot of cool projects and you're pushing it out. One, don't be afraid to share what you're doing. Don't be afraid to, like, that's why I like making streams of me coding and stuff, is because I like to kind of show the process. And even like, I say it's like a secret project, but I've shown like a lot of it. And like, there is something like to sharing, because there's always this knee jerk reaction to retreat and to be afraid of others and what they can do to you and things like that. And it's good to always know that there's always more. Like, like you're really like, there's always something to gain from facing those fears. Always, like, you only gain. Like, if you have a fear of public speaking or something like that, you will only gain something from trying it, even if it's very traumatic. Because the trauma is like it's very traumatic to like it's almost like scraping off rust. Like, if you imagine if we were like that seems like it would hurt. Like, if I actually had rust on me and someone, like, if I was like a metal thing and someone was scraping it off, like, that would be difficult, right? It's a weird, super weird analogy. Super fucking weird. What am I saying? But you get it. What are the most coolest, meaningful projects being worked on right now? Hmm. Probably what I'm doing. Let's let's see. I really thought you meant web scraping with Rust. What do you for what? Web scraping with Rust? I've done that. I'll never do it again. Rust is not for like people. Scraping off the rust. Oh, right. True. Um, no, Rust is actually very cool. It's just, for me, in my world, it's a waste of time. But if you're if that's your world, Rust, then I highly suggest it. Um, yeah, web scraping with Rust, dude. If you're web scraping with Rust, what are you doing? What are you doing? So true, man. And the thing is you just keep leveling up, bro. Just keep leveling up. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. What's the most? Let me think about what's the most coolest, meaningful projects. I don't know. Whatever, like Llama 3, that's coming out next week. I'd say Llama 3. That's probably the most meaningful. Like, what is more meaningful right now than Llama 3 if we really think about it? The next GPT model. If I'm saying, like, how do you measure meaningful project impact? If Llama 3 is really good, it's not Rabbit R1, Will. It's not Rabbit. Dude, Will, shut the fuck up, Will. Rabbit R1? You're kidding. It's not Rabbit R1. I promise you. Let's see. Hold on a second. Oh, a resume builder. Nice. Hey, Gus is here. Gus, what's up? Hey, so Gus, we've heard what happened. Gus, do you need a job? Do you need your resume roasted? What do you need? I don't know if you guys know, but our member here, Gus. Oh, Gus isn't going to be a member anymore because he doesn't have a job. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. He's let's see. Noah says, I guess as an engineer, I want to work on one of those high impact projects, but it's hard to choose. Selling out in the short term is so easy. What do you think is high impact? Yeah, let's fix up Gus's resume live on the stream. Let's resume roast. Let's do it. Let's see. I want to work for one of those high impact. Let me think. Mistral. Mistral's high impact. Dude, it's AI. It's AI all the way. Look at research that Google's funding. Look at what's being funded. If you look at what's being funded, then you can figure it out. Yeah, if you look at what's being funded, I mean, what inspires you? I would always research if I wanted to work on something important, I would try to research things and like what's being funded that's important, you know. In my opinion, AI is pretty important. I'll be real. I know it's like such a meme at this point, but dude, like how are you not like interested in that? Not now I'm not speaking to anyone specifically, but like I'll hear people be like, "Nah, dude, it's like just a phase." I'm like, "Are you serious?" There's a chance Google search will like not be used. Or it'll be cut by like I maybe 80%. Yeah, send your resume. I mean, Gus worked at like I mean, I don't want to like dox you, but you worked somewhere for like a while. That's like pretty legit. So yeah, work on Boeing ICBMs. Work on AI girlfriends. You want high impact? Everything they is are doing. Who's they? Who is they? Who everything they is doing is what you need to work on. Defeat your enemies first. All right. Let's see. Let's see. You sent it. How do I check for shit that people sent me? I'm like a bit dumb when it comes to. Hold on. How do I? Dang, 100 lead coders. Gus, you didn't send it to me. You sent me. Oh, you'll send it to me as a DM? Oh, okay, cool. As a newbie in tech, should I go into ML? Is it too late to start ML? It's not too late. Are you a Zoomer? Blur his name? He's gonna have to blur his own name. Yeah, it's over. Swecker, here's the thing, Swecker. It's over. Zoomers are so dramatic, dude. Fuck, am I a Zoomer? Your Zoomers are so. You're like, is it over? Is it too late? Should I get into ML? Is it too late? No, it's not too late to learn about computers, bro. Just pick up a book, read it. No, is it too late? Dude, learn stuff. You know what? It's always late for losers. Remember that. I'm not saying you are a loser. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is if your mentality is not in abundance, right? It's always late for you, right? It's always late. But it's always on time if you're making shit happen. I'm not trying to like be a dick. I don't know you personally. I'm trying to give you this is good advice. This is good advice. Maybe I'm being too hard. Sometimes you gotta be hard though. Sometimes you gotta be hard. Sometimes people need to wake up. Is it too? It would be too late for ML if you were afraid. If you're in fear, everything's too late. And you know what's so funny too? If you have like, if you're one of these people that are very anxious and have like quote unquote anxiety disorder and all that, you're always, yo, what's up, Reed? Reed coming here with the French. Reed just made this chat very sus. No, but like anxious people are like, you're all like, you'll never get what you want if you're anxious. That's the biggest problem with neuroses, is that you're always like you're just making everything go away from you. You're increasing the distance of your desires. You know, of course, it's a good time. It's the best time to get into ML because it's what you want. Don't think about the world. This is another thing. The Zoomers will think about climate change. Bro, the climate's fine. Hey, climate, it's fine. Go have kids. Don't be a bitch. Climate's fine. It's fine. You know what isn't fine? This. It's not fine. This is killing you. You're dying a slow, sad. This is killing. You're dying a slow, sad death. No Russians in the chat. I don't know why I'm anti-Russia all of a sudden. It's so funny. Oh no, climate change. I can't because the world. I can't. What's the future if the world's gonna? No, no, no. The only future you have is a future that's gonna suck because you suck. Think about if you lived your life being afraid of the future 10 years ago because of all the propaganda around the world ending for the past 10. It's been like, I'd say all this stuff, 2015 is when people started freaking out about the world ending. If you actually believed that and lived like that for years, think about it. You would be nowhere. Sorry, Swecker. I know I'm just going off on you right. I'm not. It's not you. I'm just like, this is giving me things to talk about. Okay. True. 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 Let's see. But it's hard to choose. Selling out short term. Yeah. Will's like speaking Chinese. It's so funny though, dude. The Zoomers, man. Zoomers need to get out. Zoomers are gonna like the birth rate's gonna get to zero. I think with the Zoomers. I sound like such a boomer right now. Just complaining. Gus, you didn't send your resume yet. Don't be in fear. I love my generation. Yeah. Are you a Zoomer? I don't know what the age range of that is. It's at 95 to 2010. I guess you're a Zoomer. Because you don't look too bad compared to them. No, the millennials are way worse, by the way. The millennials are just like pathetic. The human AI stuff was oh, okay. You know, if you're afraid of getting doxxed, then don't worry about it. I don't want to. I don't want to. If you're afraid of getting doxxed, then I don't want to cause you any issues. Let's let's try to figure out. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, man. You guys see that humane AI stuff? You guys see that? You guys see how this guy? What's his name? Dude, what is this guy's name again? The black guy? Not me. The other one. Marquez Brownlee. Is that his name? MKB HD. Dude, I saw the review because I was curious. I don't know. Do you guys know about this? Humane. So he did a review of this like AI pen. You guys hear about this? Guys, hey, have you seen this? Talk about the Rabbit R1. Let's see. Humane. It's not. I can't even. Yeah. Let me go to this site, guys. It's a pin that goes on your like right here where seatbelts go, right? And it's here all the time, and it has a little like projector that goes in your hand. You can ask it questions. It has a camera to look around. It can look all around you, guys. It's like one of the most useless things I've ever seen, and it costs $700. And the review was great. And I've seen people get mad at the review, and I don't understand it. You guys know what I'm talking about? Okay, so he wrote a scathing review, which he titled it "Worst Product I've Ever Reviewed." For now, he's reviewed a lot of products, by the way. Okay, so people are saying like on Twitter, how do I get some tweets about this? Get some tweets about this. So like, hold on a sec. It's probably just gonna show up, honestly. Hold on. Let's just look for tweets. Sometimes Google is better for this. Let's see. I don't know how to look for this. But people have been tweeting about it, being like, "Oh, it's the funniest thing ever." People have been tweeting about this, being like, "Man, he's really like punching down." He's really punching down. And I opened this up saying a lot of kids need to get punched in the face. Not kids. A lot of adult Zoomer millennial males need to get punched in the face. Let's see. America's so rich, people are funded to produce dumb shit like this. He was funded $200 million. And now they're like saying, oh, we at least tried something. You tried to embezzle money. I'll make the claim. Guys, this isn't a real product. There's no chance there's no chance it sucks this bad for $200 million. Let me just make sure that's how much they got. I don't want to make any claims. Hold on a second. Humane funding. Let's see. Yep, they raised $230 million. Their Series C was 100 million. I don't believe this is a real thing. Like you can't possibly make something that bad with $230 million if it's not on purpose. I think because no one knew about Humane. If someone gives me $230 million, people are gonna know about what I'm doing. Okay, dude, they're probably embezzling shit. Was it that bad? It's pretty bad. People are now playing victim. Everyone just plays victim, right? They're playing victim. Oh, we tried. You guys don't try. Yeah, most people don't want to get $200 million and do nothing. If most people had 200, dude, you could get like you don't even need like a smart people. You don't even need smart people to do this. You can get like the most average people that know nothing and they would have a better product. I don't think $200 million is a lot. It's a lot. You can hire all the right people for that. All the right people. And and oh, that's funny. This is after 5 years of nothing. I find that so funny, bro. So funny. I feel like with 230 million, you should be able to develop and something that makes the inference from device to server and back lightning fast. They didn't. I don't think they wanted to make it good. There's no way they wanted to make it good. There's no chance. There's absolutely no chance. Is this Gus? Okay, this is Gus. All right, we're gonna roast Gus's resume. I'm gonna make sure your identity's not on this. I guess I'm already screen sharing. It's downloading. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. Let's open up. I just got like spamware. Let's see. I like how you called it Jared the Coder resume. You put your name as GusFring here. I like how you did actually like. Okay, cool. What? By the way, Gus, before we're gonna roast your resume. Before we do, what are you actually? What are you trying to do? Like what? Because this is great. This is great. Like I know the company, but you took the company out. That's cool. I respect that. Respect that. And you have a little typo here. That's fine. I mean, the company gives good context. Okay. Um. All right. So you worked at the AI department. You're a project manager. Okay. Well, what job are you trying to get? I need some content. I need. You're a data analyst for 4 years before this, and the skills. I don't know why you're putting Excel before Python. That's Was that on purpose, dude? You put Excel before Python? Fuck off. In your skills section, you put Excel before Python. Looking for a job that pays bills? Um, most do that. I know what you're saying. Dang. Is that where we're at now? Is that where we're at? Are people really prioritizing Excel over Python? Is that how misguided the youth is? Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's a low effort resume. It's a low effort resume. Um, I don't know what to say about it, man. I mean, I look at the work experience. You're a project manager, and that you're a data analyst, and then you're a project manager, and like you have your interests here, which is interesting. You have multiple. You're doing languages you're learning. I don't even think you need to do that, personally. You could just put it there, or not put it there. Honestly, your certifications to be decided. This has to be for this. Yeah, I don't know what this would be for. I don't know what this would be for. Thanks for the honesty. No, of course. No, it's a roasting session. It's a roasting session. Let's see. Interest isn't a big deal. That's not. I don't know. Honestly, like you talk about what you did as I would actually, for your resume, with what you have here, you should probably bloat this up. Oh, you were only this for 1 year. Never mind. Never mind. I didn't see that. I thought you were this for 10. Okay. You were a data analyst for 4 years. Honestly, honestly, I would write more in both these sections. It's not that bad. It's just I would it's hard because I don't really know what to do with a non-software engineer thing, like because I just don't know. So like right here, let's see. Those other years were in the factory. Okay, cool, cool. Looking for you're looking for project manager data analytics. Okay, okay, all right, all right. So you are looking for data analytics. Project manager, no idea. I think the company you're working at will help a lot with that. As for yeah, the working at the company we worked at is great when it comes to that. As for data analytics, honestly, you probably should get some certifications. This isn't that bad, but for data analytics, some certifications could boost it up a little bit. Let's see. Excel. Maybe if you want data analyst role, maybe get a little better at Python. Maybe use some pandas. How about add pandas to your skills? How about that? You know the experience is good. No, I'm not trying to. No, no, no. I'm not. No, I'm roasting. I'm roasting. Yeah, no, no. You have great experience here, especially knowing the company. Yeah, you have great experience as a data analyst and as a project manager. Okay, is everyone happy now? I'm not trying to. I said it. Resume roasting. You did not wait. He did not put Internet Explorer here. Oh, dude, you put Google Sheets here though. Like, is that gonna help? No, 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 no. Gus is crushing. Gus is crushing. I'm not. No, no. You are crushing. I'm not trying to. No, I'm being. I'm roasting because that's what it is. Uh, Honestly, not bad for a high school dropout with a GED. Yeah. No, this is very good. Very good. But but I would say definitely you need to add. I will say you need to try adding some certifications if you're doing the data analyst role because people do care about that. Add some more skills here and talk a little bit. You do have Internet Explorer right here, bro. I was like trying to be positive for like 5 seconds. Take take it out. Take it out. Take take dude. You don't even spell it right. Oh wait, this isn't Internet Explorer. I'm an idiot. My bad. Guess is this some other thing other than Internet Explorer? I don't know what Inertial Explorer is. Oh, it's different. Oh, okay, 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 all right, okay, 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 okay. Fair, fair. It looks similar. It looks similar. Reed in the chat is trolling me here. But you have Excel here. That's fine. No, Excel is actually you should put Excel there. I'm trolling you with Excel. Excel's fine. Honestly, like it's not your resume's fine. You have good experience. You have good experience. I'm kind of nitpicking. I would try to add some. I definitely add some skills here. If you are leaning, don't do either. In my opinion, don't do either or project manager or data analyst. Just focus on one. And data analyst is I don't know wherever you want your career to go. You could maybe manage data analysts. Wherever you want your career to go, just lean into that. Definitely lean into wherever you want your career to go. Today, I heard a kid say he sent over 1,000 applications, not a single interview, and has no clue why. I don't know how people send more than like 100 interviews ever, and don't like I don't even know how that happens. Yeah, I'm not gonna say make projects because he's not a software engineer. Like he's trying to do different routes. But when it comes to find a job with that yeah. Honestly, I don't think you're gonna have a hard time finding a job, guys. I think you're fine. Um, Also, you have like really good experience. Um, oh yeah, 1,000 jobs. People were like, yeah, I sent 1,000. I'm like, dude, at 100, I would have stopped. Seriously, like for real. Like people were like, oh yeah, I applied to You think it's too late to go the software engineer route? Um, Maybe. I mean, if you don't want to do it, I wouldn't do it. It's yeah, I sent like 1,000, nothing after like 1,000 resumes and nothing happened. After 100, I would have killed myself. No, just kidding. I wouldn't. No. I would have tried to hang myself, and I would have stopped halfway, and I would have been like, you know what, 101, or even just make Excel graphs and do analytics. Yeah. The current climate in software isn't. Oh yeah. If you have a kid, you just need a job, and you should probably just get. Oh right, there's a lot of tech layoffs. Project manager's hard right now. I don't know, man. I'd say it's hard. It'll be hard being a project manager right now and actually getting hired. I would try to I try to get a data route. You're a data analyst, like you should probably go. I would learn. Yeah. I would say, yeah. Reed just saved the roasting review. Learn SQL. Yeah, learn SQL. You should have SQL. If you have data analysts here, you need to have SQL in here. Yeah, dude. Such a good point. Yeah, learn SQL. Get a little harder in the tech route. That would help a ton, dude. That would help a ton. If you SQL and like data processing stuff and add some machine learning. Cuz data analyst right now is becoming nebulous. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean in the job market, it's becoming something that just means a lot of things. Same thing with data engineer. It's like there's just data people, which you've done it for a while. You probably know what I mean. Because you're in that scene. You forgot to add SQL, dude. You put Gosh, you put Excel before Python, and you forgot to add SQL. The skill section is lackluster, mostly because you forgot. It's not even bad. Like the skills you actually have are good, but you just like fucked up the skill section. No, put SQL in, dude. Put SQL before Excel, then Python, then Excel. For sure, Just lie. Oh, nebulous. What I mean by nebulous is just it's just not clearly defined right now. I need this tough love. Yeah, you do. Yeah. You need the tough love. Sorry, this is all the love I give. I actually didn't even see this as being tough love. Because this is in my head all the time. Um, Maybe I should be more positive when I'm talking. My inner voice should be more like positive. Reed, you agree with Will? Will said something valuable. What? No. Oh, just lie? No. Um, no. I mean, maybe it depends, but there's no point. He doesn't need to. He doesn't. He has good experience. He'll be fine. I would say go the data route though, dude. Go data. People are not going to be, in my opinion, project based on your situation. Project managers, I don't think they're going to be hired. Like a lot in the next year. Maybe in a couple years, but not like right now. All right. We did it. We did a resume roasting. Let's see. Yeah, dude, you are like crushing it. Just you can add things up and you can back them up in the interview. I'd say do it. Yeah, if you can, backing things up is how you get stuff. It's how you hunt. It's like you can lie to get into the hunting party, and then they're like they toss you a spear, and you're like, I don't know what's going on. You know. Yeah, man. I think I just realized I'm gonna like have this open and never forget to close this tab. And I'll do this too, Gus. I'll delete the file just for you, just so you know I'm not just like hoarding your resume. Just so you know. Just so you know. Gus needs to go read like 5 to 10 resume template. Yeah, you do need to reformat it, but like the reason why I didn't talk about reformatting is because you need to do like 5 other things before you reformat. So yeah, I need to clear that trash can. You're so right. Shit, I feel special now. You are special, Gus. Yeah, I think it's probably good to yeah, data. I really don't think people should really invest in roles like project and product manager right now. I think it's going to be bad for the next year. I think a lot of people are going to be hiring people that can get them to point A to point B, which is what an engineer does, and what data people and people with hard skills do. I think hard skills are definitely more, but here's the thing. I don't know certs for what you're doing. I don't know like this. I can't. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. I know like all the data people I know do them. I don't know. I don't know. It seems like people do a Google one, and it like I, like that's how little I know about data analysts. Solve an issue in the TinyGrad repo, and Jihad will hire you. I see where Reed's eyes are at. Yeah, yeah. I think eh, I mean, yeah, that isn't bad advice, but you know what you really should do? You should try to um go solve a tiny grad bounty on stream. Dude, that'd be cool. I think I could do that. I could figure something out. I used to do system stuff, not so much anymore. Actually, don't know. What is tiny grad? Wait, I covered tiny grad. Tiny grad is a neural net, right? Sorry, there's so much shit. What is it? Yeah, that's a good idea. Doing a bounty. That's cool. I tried reading the active bounties and had no idea how to even begin. Oh, nice. That'd be okay. That's cool. That's cool. I love this channel. Yeah, of course, Gus. Yeah, and you're supporting. You know who isn't supporting? Everyone else in the chat, except Indranil, who I think popped in here. I think he's sitting back though. That's okay. He pays, so he all love towards Indranil. All hate towards Will. No, just kidding. No. Will's the man. Love towards Will. Will is he doesn't need to pay. He's too young. If someone's under 25, we just assume they don't have any money. Let's see, GeoHot was trying to get AMD GPUs on ML Perf and was building TinyGrad as an ML framework to account. Oh, really? That's why he made a TinyGrad? Yeah, Will is the man in the chat. He's a what is it called? Bonafide or like he's like you are a subscriber. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't do it, but you are. We don't have any way to pay online abroad, otherwise I would have done it. You don't have to. You don't have to. I see excuses, Reed. You're like, oh, in France, we don't have money in France. I know you're in Tunisia. You're like, oh, we would. How about you pay me in baguettes and cigarettes? Ship. Okay, everyone except. Okay, everyone gives money. Reed ships cigarettes and baguettes. Tenured? Yeah, you're tenured. Yeah. Sometimes I'm retarded. Go hot? Like you called him go hot. Yeah, everyone. Yeah, you pay in a pack of cigs every month. Let's see. You came in here saying bonjour or some shit, trying to rizz up the youngins in the chat. I see your game. You French. You're not even like French. All right. He tracked the issue to the driver to some closed source firmware crap and AMD won't open. Oh wow, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Guys, remember Python is goat. Python's goat. Yeah, trying to get some. Yeah, not the place. Not the place. All right. Tenured member in the chat. We don't have any. Yeah, it's crazy. So you guys don't have a way to pay online? That's actually kind of nuts. I mean, abroad. Well, Gus is paying. He's in like a hole in Saudi Arabia. He's in a sand dune. Gus is currently in Iraq. Not Iraq. He's currently in a battlefield. He's in Palestine right now. He's on the front lines right now, and he pays. He sent his resume over. That's dedicate. That's called dedication. Gus, he told me. He sent me. He's in a sand dune in Palestine, getting bombed on right now. Dang, I was so close to doing a stream without talking about anything political. When I got the notice, I felt relieved. I will sub $100 if you do it. Dude, if I do a tiny grad brownie, I don't need any of your money. It's one of the shittiest countries in the whole cosmos. You have no idea. Yeah, no cap. I felt relieved. Is when I got the Antarctica has PayPal and we don't. Antarctica's not even real, dude. That sucks. A lot of people really think I don't know Antarctica's real. Hey, Antarctica might not be real. What if I started just doing propaganda? Like I stopped doing all the coding stuff and I just had streams where I would just I just only talk about like 100% shit like Earth's flat, Antarctica isn't real, none of it's real. I think that would be better content. Yeah, Gus is like hiding in a tunnel. He's got like he has one frag left and he still sends dude, he still pays that subscription. He's in a hole in Palestine. Dude, he's getting shelled right now. You got in Tunisia we don't have internet. I'm just messing with you though. I actually don't. I don't like care. I don't see this as like a way to make money. That's a cool thing about doing this is I don't even though I appreciate obviously like and I would like people to do it, but because is about to crush all infidels. Um yeah, no, like I don't like because that's the cool because I want to make it so that when I'm giving information, it's more from the heart. you know. So if you want to support, that's great. Let's see. Antarctica has PayPal. Dude, if someone lives in Antarctica and ever watches a stream, just know I don't know I don't know what you guys are doing down there, but I don't fucking trust it. I'm gonna go Broly. Yeah, go Broly. Gotta go Super Saiyan. Oh, dude, I was gonna break down Goku versus Vegeta fight. It's the most important fight in all of. It's like Goku versus Vegeta. It's like so fucking. It's like a treasure for Akira Toriyama. It's pure masculinity. It's pure in the purest fucking form. The light and the dark, dude. It's like hero. It's perfect archetypes. You get to see greatness for the first time in in anime. Not first time in anime. Take notes, Gus. This what will land you a job. Gus is fine. Gus will be fine. Which one? The first one or the not no the first one, not the Majin. No, the Majin one's awesome. And it's actually more action packed technically, but the first one is like action is like it's like beautiful. It's like a western like art piece. And I mean western because they use like western like American western cinematography in it. I'm not saying that it's Japanese. I know that. I know it's Japanese. We should have a Dragon Ball Z day. Last time I watched Dragon Ball was in 2004. Dude, you gotta up those numbers up. What the fuck? 2004? That dude, that deserves a super chat. Never thought about it, but now that you mention it, it does. Yeah. It's super. I mean, the one they're in like a desert area, but also like the rock cracks, and that's like the thing that it's so they do a stare down, a rock cracks. Dang, you were born in 2004. That's hilarious. 2004. What was I doing in 2004? Crying. No, I don't know. No, I mean I was like 8. I had problems though. I was probably just playing. I was playing football. That's all I did. I was playing video games. I was playing Dragon Ball Z game probably. Dragon Ball is huge in Mexico. Cartel members literally stop fighting when a new episode drops. They should, dude. It Dragon Ball through all the degeneracy and bullshit of the past few decades. Dragon Ball held it down for the guys. Held it down. Yeah, I was in third grade in 2004. So Nitro Python, we're like the same age pretty much. Like probably second and third. Let's see. All right. I gotta eat and I gotta code some secret project stuff. All right, guys. I'll see ya.